I certainly just over lockdown, me and my friends did a lot of like Sporkle quizzes and things like that. So lots of things like that just kind of almost by osmosis or just by doing lots of quizzes went in. But our resident librarian was very prepared.
Yeah, so all of us made our own net questions. So we would be at home setting questions for each other to revise on. But the other thing I did is I watched a lot of old episodes to identify themes that came up really regularly. Things like there's often a Doctor Who question, a James Bond question, something to do with Blackadder. There was a list of popular culture things that I knew were reference points for the quiz writers. So I tried to hone into as many of those as possible because, when you've got 4 clues, if you know one of them, sometimes that's most of the battle and you've got your foot in the door. So I'm not going to lie, I maybe purchased quite a few box sets and watched quite a few of those types of things to try and get into the mindset of the quiz setters.
Any excuse.
Absolutely.
Indulge in something like that. And Statisticals, what about yourselves? Did you do any prep?
The episode you just saw, that was the second time we'd ever met, so we didn't prep together. And so I always liked playing Sporkle and things, but alone, and I did some of the quiz books alone, so I don't actually know what my teammates were doing.
I attempt to revise things, but I mean, the ridiculousness of trying to revise things for Only Connect is, it's totally preposterous. At one point, I was revising 4-piece rock bands. What? How likely is that to come up with the band that you're revising? You've got a 1 in 100 chance of maybe a rock band coming up, and then a 1 in 1,000 chance of the band you're revising coming up. It's ridiculous.
But then when you've had that thought, do you then have the follow-up thought of, yeah, but if I don't do it and it doesn't come up?
Yes, you do. But also, you then have that thought, and then you think, what would the questions actually be? And then you start making up your own questions.
Indeed. Matt and Karen, did you do any particular prep like that? Any anticipation of stuff that might come up?
I didn't. I was really just listening to history podcasts, just trying to fill my head with as much knowledge, as broad knowledge as I could. Didn't really focus on any particular area, just whatever.
I know I'm quite good at lists and geography and things in order, but I know that I know nothing about films, so I thought I'm not going to bother with films. I'm going to look over the things that I know just so I don't miss out on something that I should get, sort of things. It's kind of the opposite approach.